All right, so today our story time reading is 101 Dalmatians, and this story is about the Dalmatian dogs, and especially if you're a dog lover, you have dogs as pets, then you'll enjoy this one. Once there were two Dalmatians named Pungo and Perdita. They lived in a snug little house in London. Their pets, Anita and Roger Ratcliffe, lived with them. Nanny, the housekeeper, took care of them all. One day, Pungo got some wonderful news. Perdita was going to have puppies. Everyone was happy. At last the big day arrived. "The puppies are here!" cried Nanny. "How many?" asked Roger. "8," Nanny replied. "No," shouted Anita from the other room. 11. Wait, 15. 15 puppies! Perdita was proud. "Pungo, you old rascal," Roger said. He thought the puppies were wonderful. "They'll get their spots when they're a little bigger," Nanny told him. Suddenly there was a clap of thunder. In swept Anita's old friend, Cruela De Vil. Her long fur coat trailed behind her. "I see the puppies are here at last," she said. "I'll buy them all." "They're not for sale," replied Roger. "You'll be sorry," Cruella snapped as she stormed off. Pungo and Perdita were happy to see her leave. But Cruella wasn't finished. "They can't stop me," she cackled. Cruella hired Horace and Jasper Budden to steal the puppies. "As soon as you have a chance, sneak into their house and grab those puppies," she told them. "You must wait until the puppies get their spots," she added. "But then they will be mine." Each day, the puppies grew bigger, and each day they got more spots. The puppies liked watching television. The show they liked the most was about a dog named Thunderbolt. "Get him, Thunderbolt!" shouted Penny. "Time for bed," Pungo said when the show ended. "Ah, Dad, we're not sleepy," said Lucky. After the puppies went to bed, Pungo and Perdita went to the park. They took Roger and Anita with them. But as soon as they went out, Horace and Jasper went in. Jasper locked Penny in the attic. Horace put all the puppies into a big sack. They took all the 15 puppies. Oh my. Then Roger and Anita returned, or when Roger and Anita returned, Nanny told them what had happened. Roger called the police, but the police couldn't find the puppies. Perdita and Pungo were very upset. You see them with those sad eyes? Then Pungo had an idea. "Let's try the Twilight Park," he said. "It's our only hope." "All right," agreed Perdita. Pungo barked in a special code. "Yap, yap," or "yap, yip, yelp, yelp, yelp. 15 puppies need your help. Calling all hounds, yippers and yappers, please help us find their cruel kidnappers." The message was passed from dog to dog. It woke up Towsers, a bloodhound who lived about way out in the country. "Humph," growled Towser to Lucy the goose. There they are. "A message from the city, an important one too. I'd better tell the folks on the farm." Old Towser's bark woke up a cat named Sergeant Tibbs. Tibbs told Captain a horse to awaken a sheepdog named Colonel. The colonel pricked up his ears. 15 spotted puddles were stolen. "I think that's puppies, sir," said Sergeant Tibbs. Sounds like Chinese whisper to me. Tibbs remembered hearing some barking at the old De Vil place. Nonsense! That house has been empty for years, said Colonel. Not any longer, Captain answered. There's smoke rising from the chimney. Then we'd better investigate, Tibbs, barked Colonel. They went to the old house. Sergeant Tibbs slipped into the house with a surprise. What a surprise! He saw 99 Dalmatian puppies. 15 of them were huddled in front of the TV. Those must be the ones, Tibbs said. He raced back to tell the others. The colonel sent a message, dog by dog. The message was passed from the country to the city. Listen, Purdy, said Pungo. It's the Great Dane. He has an answer for us. The 2 Dalmatians raced to meet the big dog. The puppies have been found at the De Vil place, the Great Dane said. We must go at once, cried Perdita. When they got to the country, Sergeant Tibbs and the colonel were waiting for them. Follow us, said Sergeant Tibbs. There's no time to waste. They sneak into the old house. What does Cruella want with all these puppies? They heard Jasper ask. She says she's going to make them into a coat, Horace answered. A dogskin coat? Cried Perdita. How cruel! She counted the puppies. Pungo, she whispered. There are 99 puppies here. We must take them all home with us, Pungo replied. Let's go. Sergeant Tibbs led the way. Horace and Jasper didn't see them leave. They were too busy watching the television. The Dalmatians followed Tibbs to the barn, but they weren't safe yet. Horace and Jasper had finally noticed the puppies were gone. They were following their tracks in the snow. Here they come, shouted Tibbs. We'd better do something. We'll hold them off, Captain told Pungo. The Dalmatians escaped out the back door, and Captain gave the Baddens a swift kick when they came through the front door. See that? That must have been a painful kick right there. Pungo and Perdita led the puppies through a snowstorm. Suddenly, Pungo heard a car. Quick, hide, he urged. The dogs hid under a bridge. Luckily, Horace and Jasper didn't see them. Pungo decided to walk along the frozen stream. That way, Horace and Jasper couldn't follow their tracks. Home seems very far away. My nose is froze, whispered Lucky, and my nail is froze, and my toes are froze. All the puppies were tired and hungry. Just then, Pungo heard a friendly bark. Follow me, said Collie. I have a place for you to stay. The collie led them to a warm barn. Some friendly cows gave the puppies plenty of milk to drink. Some 99 puppies were fast asleep, or soon 99 puppies were fast asleep in the hay. There they are. So some of them feeding while others are sleeping there. Pungo and Perdita thanked the cows and the collie. Tomorrow morning we can go to the village, said the collie. A Labrador retriever will meet you there. He'll show you how to get home. The next morning, Pungo and Perdita continued on their way. Pungo knew that Cruella would be looking for them. He tried to brush away their tracks with a branch. But Cruella saw the tracks. They're headed for the village, she shrieked. When the dogs reached the village, the Labrador was waiting for them. He led them to an empty blacksmith's shop. "I've got a ride for you," he said. "A van is leaving for London soon. There is room for all of you." But Cruella and her men had reached the village too. Cruella was angry with Horace and Jasper. "Find them! Find them now!" she shouted. "Pungo, how will we get to the van?" Perdita whispered. Just then, Lucky said, "Patch pushed me. Patch pushed me." He was covered with soot. Soot's the black smoky stuff. "He pushed me first," Patch whined. He was covered with soot too. That gave Pungo an idea. He rolled in the soot. "Look, I'm a Labrador." "Come on, Purdy, let's all be Labradors." Soon all the Dalmatians were covered in soot. "We're going to fool the nasty lady," the pups giggled. The van was getting ready to leave. "Better hurry," said the Labrador. One by one, the puppies got into the van. They almost made it. But the last puppy got stuck in the snow. The snow washed off the soot. "There they are," Cruella cried. The van pulled away in the nick of time. "After them!" Cruella shouted. Cruella drove too fast for the slippery road. "Watch out!" cried Horace. But it was too late. Cruella's car tumbled down a hill. Everyone landed in a deep, soft snow, but the car was smashed to pieces. Back in London, Anita and Nanny were decorating the Christmas tree. Roger was too upset to help. "I miss Pungo and Purdy so much," said Anita. "I know," answered Nanny. "Sometimes at nights I think I hear them bark, but it always turns out to be a dream." "Wait!" cried Anita. "Did I hear that bark?" Nanny flung open the door and a large black dog jumped on Roger and covered him with kisses and soothes. "It's Pungo and Perdita with their little ones," cried Nanny. She began to dust off the puppies. Then Anita and Roger noticed the room was filled with dogs. All in all, there were all 101 Dalmatians. "Whatever shall we do with them?" Anita asked. "We'll buy a big place in London," said Roger. "A Dalmatian plantation." It was a very Merry Christmas, after all. Ay. Look at them, all enjoying themselves, being back at home. They need a little bit of cleaning up, but, they're home. And that's the end of today's story. Hope you enjoyed it, and you can see why no one likes Cruella. She's cruel. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Tell me what you think of my stories. Is there any books you'd like me to read? You could leave that in the comment as well. There's a chance I've got that book here. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.